start out playing simple. 1 and 3 on the bass drum, 2 and 4 on the snare drum, and start out with maybe 16ths on the hi-hat.
Mm-hmm.
Take down the 8th note. Quarter note. And then maybe add something to the bass drum. So all those different things, like changing the hi-hat and keeping the 1 and 3 the same on the bass drum and the 2 and 4 on the snare, you'll find that when once you lock into the 1 and 3 when you're playing 16ths up here, you can use that as a reference point. You know what I mean? Because you're playing more of them, and there's less amount of space between each beat. So like you got a better shot thinking that. Once you've done that to a point where you feel comfortable with it, then try 8th notes. And try going back and forth, because you'll feel like where you'll have to adjust, whether it's like you're going to have to let out a breath of air and relax. Then go to quarter notes, and that's even another different feel. I mean, they're all adjustments. They don't stop. The adjustments don't stop happening, the longer you play. You just are able to make the adjustments more comfortably, but you constantly have to make them though, at the end of phrases. And then the other thing too that takes a lot of thought is if you've established that halftime feel, and all of a sudden you want to go into like a much faster like feel on top and still keep the thing on the bottom. You'll be surprised how far back you're going to have to lay when you start playing the faster thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the tendency is when you know you're going to have to play faster in another section, the adrenaline starts going. You got to make yourself wait till 1 comes, and it can seem like a real long time. And then once you start the new double time thing or whatever it is on top, and you're keeping the slow thing on the bottom, you gotta tell your hands that 2 doesn't come that fast after 1. When you start playing fast, you got to know that. Because if you don't know it, it's just going to. When you start playing a double time feel, that halftime 2 feel that you were playing before, it's going to creep up on you. And the only way to really that I know of to understand it is to think about it. You got to think about the time. The time is, that's basically what the drummer is there for.